Back this past April, ForeignPolicy.com put out an article called How Trump and Putin Weaken the United Nations Bid for a Global Ceasefire, a continuation of the gradual breaking of the United Nations, which is the great horn of the he-goat written of in Daniel chapter 8, verse 8. In my opinion, the Russian foreign minister on September 1st said that a multipolar world is objectively being formed right now, leading to a future polycentric world order, when speaking of how Latin America fits into the plan. And Zbigniew Brzezinski wrote in the 2016 epilogue to the Grand Chessboard that the world needs an America that seeks to develop a more multipolar world order, saying also that Putin is trying to recreate the importance, size, and relevance of the earlier Tsarist Russia, and that an increasingly complex Middle East will serve as the future arena for China, Russia, and the United States. Nation shall rise against nation, meaning the goat fig nation shall rise up against the goat fig nation, meaning the multipolar globalists shall rise up against the unipolar globalists, breaking the great horn of the shadow government of the Kenites, which is the United Nations, in my opinion. Again, in the 2016 epilogue of the Grand Chessboard, Brzezinski said the Middle East, or to be more specific, competition between the United States, Russia, and China over the geopolitical and economic influence of regional countries such as Egypt, Iran, Kenite-occupied Israel, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey. In an article from August 17th says Kushner's recent so-called United Arab Emirates peace deal that Bahrain has just been recently added to as of September 11th, 2020, smells like the work of Henry Kissinger, author of the book World Order, and according to an article from April of 2017 called The Kissinger-Kushner Connection, Kushner seems to be relying heavily on guidance from Henry Kissinger, who would later that year, while seated next to Donald Trump in the Oval Office, say he was there at a time when the opportunity to create a constructive, peaceful world order was very great. Trump having just recently pulled the U.S. out of the World Health Organization, further weakening the UN until it finally breaks, so to speak, after which the 5-month-long hour of temptation begins when Satan and his fallen angel locust army are cast from heaven to earth at the woe of the fifth trumpet, when the so-called New World Order emerges, that is to say the one-world political system of Revelation chapter 13. It doesn't come into being until the woe of the fifth trumpet, and after the deadly wound that you can also read of in Revelation chapter 13, Satan appears as the Antichrist at 666, and then it becomes a one-world religious system. That's when those three Christian nations are plucked up by the roots, ending up between the teeth of the bear, as you can see in Daniel chapter 7. The true Christ won't return until the woe of the seventh trumpet, immediately after that 5-month-long hour of temptation. And as the true Christ says in Mark chapter 13, in the last verse, what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch.